Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Anushka and this video's topic is events. Let's get started. Events in general, it means a planned public or social occasion. Uh, or it can also be a thing that happens or takes place, especially one of importance. In coding, to relate, we're going to take the second meaning, a thing that happens or takes place, especially one of importance. Encoding events are occurrences recognized by the computer. These are the actions that a computer constantly monitors for. Once recognized, any code under that event will run. Let's see a few examples. Clicking something with your cursor or your mouse on the screen, or tapping something on your phone, even scrolling, or two characters or two things on the screen touching. And there are many more examples of events which we will see when we start coding. Now let's get started. All right, so now in the coding, you're gonna go to the description box to get the link to start coding along with me. Now, while we're coding, uh, we're gonna alongside be using different events which are gonna help us understand what they do. So we're on the first level now, okay? Now, let's see. If you get a video before you start, you can just cross it off. All right, now let's start. Can you make this dog say hello world? Now this is going to be easy because we already have a block here which says say type here. It's only one block. So you're going to drag and drop the block, attach it to when run, click on type here, backspace or delete type here, and you're going to type hello world. There we go. Hello world. Okay, now let's run and see if this works. And it does. So now let's move on to the next level. Let's click on continue. Now, can you make the dog say something and then have the cat say something afterwards? So something they've not mentioned here is that the dog is actor 1 and the cat is actor 2. So now in the revised block of say, I'm just going to drag the block and place it under when run and explain. There we go. Now we have two things to change in the block. The first is which actor is saying the thing, and the second one is what they're saying. Now what they're saying is easy. You're just going to click on type here, you're going to delete the default text, and you're going to type whatever you want. I'm just going to give hi. Now for the first option, like I said, the dog is actor 1 and the cat is actor 2. So they've asked us to make the dog say something first and the cat afterwards. So we're going to click on actor 1 and we're going to select 1 from the drop down. It's going to be 1 by default. So I don't think you will need to change it. But if it's not 1, you're going to have to click on the blank space or whatever number that's there. From the drop down, you're going to choose 1 because actor 1 is the dog. The dog is supposed to say something first. Now let's drag and drop that block again. This time under the first actor 1 says. Now we're going to make the second actor say something. Click on the 1. From the drop down this time choose 2. Now click on type here and make the cat say something different. Maybe like, hey, how are you? Speaking of which, how are you all doing? Okay. Now, let's run and see if this works. And it does work. Let's move on to the next level now. Can we write a program to make the dog move towards the cat? So now we have another block here. Move actor 1, right? 25 pixels. Now if you don't know what a pixel is like the tiny squares that make up the whole screen. Some of you may know, some of you may not. RGB are the 3 different colors. that make all the other colors on the screen. I may make another video on regarding this, but for now I'm just going to tell you a pixel. Pixels are the tiny squares that make up the entire screen that you have, and it's also used in this case to measure distance on the screen. So if we give move actor 1 right 25 pixels, it's going to move the dog 25 pixels towards the right direction. Okay, so let's do that. Drag and drop the first block under when run. Now actor 1 is right, and the right direction is also right, okay, because it's going to move towards the cat. And 25 pixels, let's experiment how many pixels is going to take for the dog to move towards the cat. Let's click on run. So something you may have noticed is that the direction is according to the coder. So my right is the direction that I'm going to give in the code. It's not the dog's right or the dog's left, but even it is the dog's right also. So that's the thing. And 25 pixels does not work. So let's try out something else. Instead of 50, how about we try out 100 pixels? Click on the 25. From the drop down, choose 100. Click on run. And it has moved towards the cat. The dog has moved towards the cat. Now let's click on continue and move on to the next puzzle. Okay, so we already have 2 blocks here. Now you're going to notice there's another block in the green color, the light green color. Now I'm going to explain what that is, but you may have guessed it. Yes, that's an event. Now I'll explain it once. Right, so let me explain it once we give the code for the dog to move towards the cat. So drag and drop the first block under when run. We already know how many pixels because we've done the same thing in the previous level. Click on 25. From the drop down, you're going to click on 100. And for the green block now, you're going to notice that it does not attach to any other block because it's an event itself. Now even when run is an event because when the program runs or when you click on run is when whatever code you give under when run works. So even when run is an event. Now you need to know that events do not attach to another block. They don't come under another block, but other blocks come under events. Okay, so now this event is when actor 1 touches actor 2. There are many types of events which I've explained. Now we're doing when actor 1 touches actor 2. Okay, so actor 1, which is the dog, it's moving towards the cat. So when actor 1 touches actor 2, you don't need to click on it because it's the right thing. You're going to find a lot of options which may confuse you. So don't worry about that. We'll be advancing slowly. Okay, now when the actor 1 touches actor 2, which means when the dog touches the cat, according to the instructions, the cat is supposed to say hello when the dog reaches the cat. Yes, so when actor 1 touches actor 2, drag and drop the second block, put it under the green event, click on 1, change it to 2, click on type here, delete the text and have the cat say hello. Type in hello. Let's click on run and see if this works. And the cat does say hello. And that we have finished this level. Can we write a program to make the octopus say hello when it's clicked? Now this is another type of event. This time whatever code is given below the when actor clicked event, it will only run when the actor is clicked. Okay, now since there aren't more than one actors, you don't need to choose which actor we're talking about. We're just gonna go ahead and use the say block, drag and drop the second block, put it under when actor clicked, click on type here, delete that, type hello. Click on run, let's see if this works. And let's click on the octopus. You can see that it says hello. Let's click on continue now. Can you write a program to make waddles move around using the up, down, right, left arrow keys to hit all of the targets. Now we have another type of event. It is the key event. So when you click a key on the keyboard of your computer or your tablet, if you're using a tablet, or a phone, if you're using a phone, so then it will be able to, whatever code you give underneath that is going to work. So when the left arrow is clicked, we're going to use the move block. You can see there's a new block here, move. Drag and drop that under when left arrow. Click on up. From the drop down, choose left. Repeat the same for all the other directions. Drag and drop the first block under when right arrow this time. Click on up. From the drop down list, choose right. Again, drag and drop the first block. Attach it to when up arrow. Click on up. And I don't think you need to change it because by default it's up. So that's right. Drag and drop the first block again. This time, for the last time, place it under when down arrow. Click on up and click on the second drop down option. Click on run. Now if you're on a phone, you're gonna have to use these arrows here. If you're on a computer, you can just use the keyboard arrows. So since I'm on the computer, I'm gonna use these keyboard arrows for one side and the screen arrows for the other side, for those of you who didn't get what I said. Now let's click on continue. Now we have the repeat forever block. If you're going to scroll, you're going to find the repeat forever block at the way bottom. This block allows you to run the code continuously, which means it keeps repeating whatever code we give in there. Can we attach the blocks to move the dinosaur up and down repeatedly? Yes, we can. So let's drag and drop the first block inside repeat forever. Click on 2. I don't think you need to change that because in this case, in this level, active 2 is the dinosaur. So first is up by 400 pixels. Not sure if you need 400 pixels. I'm going to experiment with 200. So you can click on 400 and change it to 200. Going to drag and drop the first block once more. Drop it under move actor 2 up. This time click on up. From the drop down list, choose down. Click on 400 and change it to 200 by clicking on 200 from the drop down list. Let me click on run. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Okay, so it does not completely work. So no, 200 pixels is not the right answer. I was wrong. So I think it works for the upper flag, not for the flag below. So click on 200, change it back to 400. You can do it for both blocks or only the second block. Either way, I think it should work. Yes. So why it didn't work when we gave 200 for the second block is because it's going to move all the way from the flag to the other flag instead of moving from the middle of the screen to the bottom of the screen. So it's going to be 400 pixels. In this case, the screen is 400 into 400 pixels. Now let's continue. Click on continue. I'm going to do the 8th one. And the last 3 are all for you to finish by yourself. But we will discuss them. Now we have to make Waddle say ouch and play a hit sound if he runs into the dinosaur. And then move him with the arrows to make that happen. Now we already have the arrows for the direction. And the dinosaur is going to be moving up and down. Now we need to give the sound and the speech bubble that says ouch. So yes, there is a sound option in the code, but first let's give the text. So drag and drop the second block under when actor 1 touches actor 2. Click on type here and type ouch. Just delete type here and type ouch. Now you're going to drag and drop this third one and drop it under actor 1 says. Instead of random sound, you're going to click on random sound. And you're going to change it from these options to hit from the drop down list. Let's see if this works. So when the penguin and the dinosaur touch, this I don't think the sound has played because it immediately the completed sound plays on code.org, but you would have heard the preview of how the sound would sound. You can see here when you click on hit. I think it is coming at the same time, so we're not able to hear it. But if it were not the case, then I'm sure you would hear it. Okay, so the 9th level is okay. We're gonna do the 9th and the 10th level in the video because there is new block here. So can you add a block to score a point when Waddles runs into the octopus and move him with the arrows till you score? Now you can see there's a new block that says score point. Yes, so scroll down on the workspace and you can see when actor 1 touches actor 3. Actor 3 is the octopus, actor 1 is Waddles, which is the penguin that code.org have named Waddles. Now you're going to drag the 4th block, drop it under when actor 1 touches actor 3 and score a point. Now if you want to get creative, you want to add sounds, you want the actor to say yay, you can go ahead and do that, but for now I'm just going to leave that way. There you go. Now this time I hope you have heard the hit sound because it wasn't the end of the chord as soon as the penguin hit the dino. So now you would have been able to hear the hit sound. Now the 10th one. Can you add blocks to change the background and the speed of Waddles and then move him with the arrows till you score? Now you have another new block, which is the background block, and the speed block, which is at the end. Firstly, drag and drop the first block under when run. You can give any background that you want. I'm just gonna go with soccer because I like soccer. Lastly, we're gonna add the last block under set soccer background and set actor 1 to a fast speed. You can click on that and change it to very fast. It's your wish. So let's click on run. And it has worked even faster this time. Now I'm going to click on continue. The last level is for you all to create your own story and let your friends try your story, or if you are capable of making a game, or if you know how to make a game, if you have an idea, that's great. You can make a game. I'm sure all of you can make a game. I'm confident you can try out whatever you like. This is basically for you to ideate and make what you like. Now, after doing this, once more, like the previous video, when you click on finish, you're going to get this. And as I mentioned about copying it in the previous video, it's the same case here. But there is another solution. So I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to type in code.org. Now it's best if you're signed in so that you can save it. If you're not, that's completely alright. So I'm going to click on create. When you click on create, you're going to get all these options. Yes. Now you don't see what you need here. So you're going to click on view all projects. When you do that and you scroll down, you're going to see the public projects. But before that, you're going to see start a new project. You're going to see only 4, which were the default options shown when you wanted to create something. Click on view full list and you're going to get a lot of these here. I'm sure lots of you are very excited by seeing all these options. You all can explore all you want and you're going to be able to do it by your own. It's very easy language, all that you see in stories and games with PlayLab. But to make your own game like here and not have a problem with copying the text, you're going to click on PlayLab, and this time, like our video on algorithms, this time you're going to have more blocks. You can ignore those sections that are loops. I think one or the first 2 you can use. The counter block, that's alright. We're going to have a completely different video for that, and once you do know how to use it, you can use it. If you do already know, then that's great. The math, logic, functions, variables, and variables, they can be ignored because I am not going into detail this video. I will maybe make an advanced video on how to use PlayLab, and then we can do that. So that's how you can code using the concept we've learned today on your own. And once more, you can click on rename, give whatever name you like, click on save, and then click on share. Copy this code and paste it wherever you want to share it with your friends. If you don't have a connection from your computer to your phone, you're going to click on send to phone, and you're going to find a a QR code here, and you can scan it with your phone camera or a special app if you have one, and you will be able to see the page on your phone, and from there you can share it.
Thanks for watching. If you really like the video, then do subscribe, share and like so that my content gets across to lots of people. See you next time.